Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Dhyanamoolam Guru Murti Pujamoolam Guru Padam Mantramoolam Guru Vakyam Mokshamoolam Guru Kripaha Sadguru Bhagwan Ki Jai Swami Ji Maharaj Ki Jai Shivoham. We are taking the 12th stanza of chapter 16 Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In this stanza, Sadguru is telling about the desires network in the microbody. Asha pasha shater baddha kam krodha parayana ihante Kama bhogartham anyayinartha sanchayan asha pashashate baddha kama krodha parayana ihante kama bhogartham anyayena artha sanjayan. Asha pashe, by the asha pasha shate, by the hundreds and hundreds ties of hopefulness of desires. Baddha, it means tied persons. Kam krodh parayana, involved in desires and angers, then Kama bhogartham, for the availing of sensory pleasure, materials. Anyayena, by the injustice manners, malicious manners. Artha sanchayana, storage the wealth and other materials for satisfaction. Ihante, trying continuously. My dear Arjun, that person who is tied in the hundreds and hundreds ties of the desires like a net, that person involved in the kama and the anger, involved in the desires and the angers. Then, for the satisfaction of his desires and availing the pleasure of by the sensory organs, he collected the money, wealth, and other goods by injustice manner. He not think what is right and what is wrong. He trying continuously to store this type of material. My dear, friends, my disciples and my seekers, my lovers, I want to put in front of you the very secret messages of Krishna, which cannot be told in the word or which cannot be disclosed by unenlightened person. Because the unenlightened person can understand only words and he read Geeta, but when a person enlightened, Geeta told him that this is my meaning, dear. So the exposing of the secret and knowing of the secret in the holy book, there should be needed enlightened eyes, divine eye. That comes after Atma Jnana. So the orators, literary person, and knower of Sanskrit language, they cannot know the meaning of exactly what Krishna wants to tell. They are only the scientists of the language, but they are not the spiritual scientists. So sometime it may be possible that the verse can be mistaken by some pronunciation, but the meaning of verse cannot be mistaken, because that is clearly open in front of enlightened person. Before I start, I want to say that the Sachidananda Paramatma, Lord Krishna, he came on the earth not for only Arjuna, he came for you. Everybody who want to know the secret of spiritual science, or everybody want to meet inside the real God, beyond all the religions. The religions are like constitutions. They want to wind up the society's norms and society's regulation. But the spirituality is the freedom. That is not a jail, that is not foundation. So we say that is the science of the liberation and science of the transformation into the God. The Krishna, as every every enlightened person knows, the Krishna is the existence existing every particle in this world, and particle to the planet, and planet to the universes, and universes to the galaxies. And nobody knows about the expansion of this existence. But there is no need of expansion. Knowing expansion of an ocean, you can put a drop of ocean on your tongue and you can taste all the ocean. So the drop of ocean is in you. That is your purest pure soul. That is your Atma. That is your consciousness. That is your life. That is your knowing. That is you. My dear friends, Krishna want to tell in this stanza that a person which is not enlightened, which is nor having the divine values in the life, then only one alternative is remaining. That is the dark, and that is the demonic values. And in this demonic values condition of the life, the what type condition create inside of that person? The Krishna is telling about that. The person is involved in the kama and the krodha. Kama means very, very powerful desires, and krodha in the anger. Both are the speedily stream of the energy. When a person has some likes and dislikes, and he want to get something for enjoyment of the sensory organs, hungers. That is outer form of his foundation of the ties, but in the inner side of that person, if you can see by the divine eye of the Sakshi meditation or the enlightenment, Atma Jnana, then every person have a biggest inner side net of millions of years unsaturated, unsatisfied hungers and the desires and the stress to get something. In this birth, you have not found a nice wife, beautiful wife, then you will hope and pray to God, my dear God, please, I have missed this birth, I have no beautiful wife, no loving wife, but please give me in the next birth. And that desire is the seed of your next birth. In this birth you are poor, and you are seeing the dream, you are hoping, you are praying that you have some wealth. That is the seed of next birth. In this life, you are insulted by anyone. You are beaten or clapped or given a big loss in your life. Or you are facing any propaganda. Or you have gained any mentally pain by anyone. Then you will try to take the revenge, but you are so big you cannot take revenge. That micro impression of your revenge taking desire, that will be push you in the birth of the snake or the wild animal. My dear friend, that is a very, very secret science. It is more than keen than psychology. It is also very, very keen than parapsychology. It is the secret of your unconscious and subconscious mind. So it is called the karma theory, and it is called the sanchit karma, the storage karma, the kriya, the prarabdha karma. Because you can give any name of these micro body storing impressions of the seeds of desires, but the theory is same. Every person think every day thousands of the thoughts, and the thoughts chosen by the intellect, and the thoughts giving the permission by the mood and the ego, and the thoughts convert into the functions and the activities, and they are according to the hunger of the sensory organs. So these every thoughts which is coming in the activities or the actions, they are creating new impressions in your subconscious mind, and that when the subconscious mind is full by this type of your experience accumulation, micro memory, they goes to your unconscious mind, that is the store of your sanskara, your impressions. And that cycle, that phenomena, that repetition is coming from the millions of birth. So that is create the wildly hunger, the sharp hunger, the very, very fast flow of the gaining something like a wild animal. You see the tiger attack on the deer randomly. So that attack of this type of impressions comes from inside, and they create some phenomena. Maybe they are good or maybe they are bad. So that is called karma. But unfortunately, if any factor or any person or any animal or any living or non-living being create any disturbance or obstruction or of struggle or hurdle in the path of fulfilling the karma, in the path of fulfilling the desire, then this energy which is flowing towards the desire enjoyment or the desires imagination of the pleasure, and he want to get that pleasure, your antakarana want to get that pleasure, but there is disturbance came, a miraculous phenomena happens. All the energy which is flowing to the desires, pleasure, that is randomly convert into the hot burning energy, and that is called krodha, that is called anger. So Krishna is a very, very highest master and the scientist of the spiritual science, and he want to open all the secret to the desire, to the seekers, because when they know all the secret, they can save themselves. Now I will teach you, then after this, if you are a aware person, then you can see your hungers of the sensory organs by the sakshi, then you will not involve. And if you are a very, very conscious seeker, then when the anger comes inside of you, then you will not involve in the anger. You will be see that anger. And anger cannot be push you in the unpleasant condition. He become poisonless snake. Anger cannot conquer your psychological condition. So this meditation of Sakshi is the very precious meditation which is I am teaching you. Krishna is telling, then the blind person who has the several hundreds of desires inside, he is not independent personality, he is not free person, he is the slave of these desires. He is the puppet of the desires. He is the instrument in the hand of the mind. And mind use that life energy of that person. The person is completely blind, unconscious and in coma, because he has no personality, he has no freedom, he has no choice, he has no awareness. So that is called the tied person, like a prisoner, like a slave, by the stings of the desires. My dear friend, this desire creates the karma, and karma is not only one meaning. Karma has thousands of meanings. Everything, if you want, that is the karma. It may be the physical desire, it may be the mental desire, it may be the physical thrust, it may be the mental thrust, it may be the sentimental thrust, emotional thrust. And the anger and the krodha, that is also a vast spectrum. Krodha has a vast spectrum. Sometimes Krodha cannot see outer sight, but that person is inner side Krodha. That is called enmity or jealousy. He never shows his jealousy, he never shows his enmity. You think that he is your friend, but he is your hidden enemy. Because you are blind, you cannot know about that enmity of that person. Sometimes Sadgurus also bear the enmity of any disciple because Sadguru is merciful. They think that maybe he will turn into the enlightenment and the enmity will be dissolved. And who can do anything against the Sadguru? Sadguru is not Maya, Sadguru is not mortal. But this Krodha, this anger, has a very, very secret and hidden form also. That is conspiracy, that may be the internal shocks, that may be the backbiting, that may be the jealous, that may be make some mistake with conspiracy, or that may be some mischief. So the mischief monger, the seasoned mischief mongers, that is the transformation of the anger. So the anger comes in the many, many different forms. And this karma and this anger, this create a hunger inside. That hunger inside make a blindness inside, and that person never think what is right and what is wrong. Anyway, by hook and crook, he collect the money. By hook and crook, he collect the material. By hook and crook, he collect the enjoying instrument, that may be male or female, that may be gold or rupee, that may be house or land, that may be post or the fame. So my dear friend, the Krishna is telling to Arjuna, this type of foolishness, which is start from the hopefulness of the desires, that is the base of all illusionary, demonic or devil-like behavior. I want to tell about this stanza, that the thousands and thousands desires, they create a network. And this network has some hopes like a serpentine or the snakes, and they create the poisonous effect inside of your consciousness, and that poisonous effect kill your consciousness, and make a rigidness inside. So that is only one side driven you, that is the fulfilling that desires. And that fulfilling desires never completes. So it makes the run of millions of death and birth cycle. So this type of karma and this type of kamana, and it means the desire, bunch of the desires, gives you the death and birth and very, very dangerous conditions and the explosion of energy that is called anger. And that explosion of the energy break your consciousness in the pieces, and that pieces is laying in different type of your birth memories. You are not complete. Only Sadguru collect your pieces of consciousness and complete your consciousness. So careful about the anger. The anger is the extremely unpeaceful condition of the life. The peaceful person cannot involve in the anger. So this unpleasant and unpeaceful condition is the conversion in the anger. And the hopes and desires, the anger and the kama, they are the form of the ajnana. A devil has an ego. He has a big ego. You can see the devils take the injections and rape with the women. The devils take the pills and the rape. They are making themselves like a poisonous arrow or the hot iron. So the karma also a furnace. The karma is also a burning pool of demonic energy. Even by the regulatory and the good norms and the by satoguna, the karma can be the create generations. But when the karma used in the lust, that is the burning pool of the fire. And that is behind of this, there is ego of devil-like ego. And behind the helping condition, there is devil-like intellect. So you can see the most intellectual person of this world, what they are doing? They are doing corruption. They are doing crime. They are governing the terrorist activities. There are doctors, there are engineers, there are scientists, there are very, very highly intellectual of the software engineering and the explosive science. But what they are doing? Because they are demonic, divine, devil-like persons. Their internal setup is not divine. Their internal setup is demon-like, demon-like. So you can see this type of person, they put a mask of goodness in their face. They put like a mask of, as Ravan used the mask of the form of a sannyasi, and he came to the Sita and he kidnapped the Sita. So the Kami, he comes in front of the society like a good person. And the angry person, he shows that he is a very peaceful person. And the foolish person shows that he is an intellectual. I want to say, if you can free from the karma, you can free from the death and birth. Because that is the basic tiredness or the basic obstruction of the life, that is the center of your foolishness, that is karma. If you can free your consciousness from the karma, then you can free your consciousness from the Maya. The karma is the karma can you see in the dogs. You see the dogs, they are very good symbol of the karma. As the dogs chew the dry bone and the blood coming by their gums, his gums, and he think that the juice is coming from the bone. This is the real description of the karma. The pleasure of the karma is never comes from other person. It comes when your thoughts stop for a moment, and at that time, when your thoughts stop, the slightly you feel the pleasure, and you think that pleasure is coming from the karma. No, that pleasure is coming from inside. If you can stand in this silent or this pleasant condition, there you have no need karma. Then you will get that same pleasure and more pleasure by the Atma Jnana. So when the Antakaran stop, then you feel a very good pleasure that is not comes from your partner, that is comes from inside. So the karma is a shock, karma is a cheating, karma is a dhoka, karma is not real pleasant activity. The real pleasant activity is the awakening inside, that is called Atma Jnana, that is called enlightenment. So the person all over the world, they are not ready to leave the things or the goods or the materials. They want collect all the materials by any bad manner because they think that materials can give the pleasure. No, material cannot give you any pleasure. Only the meditation of awareness and stability inside, and awaken inside and touch your Atma by the consciousness, that can give you the pleasure. So please, do not run away from the world, but stand in the world and awaken yourself. The person, they are very, very clever. They give up the chili, they give up the garlic, they give up the onion, they give up the anything, but they are not giving up that vast activity of the karma. When they will free from this energy losting measure or this unconscious creating measure, then they will be enlightened. Then they will be enlightened. If you see the very, very keenly that activity, then you will be see that is a violent activity. There is a violence. There is a violence, I want to repeat. But that you can see, when you can see, that you can stand in the awareness of the Sakshi meditation. Because the Sakshi meditation give you the ability to seeing inside and make your seeing very keen and microscopic. Because when you do the Sakshi meditation day by day, you get a awareness of the seeing inside, and you can identify what is right and what is wrong in your life, and how can you save yourself, because that Sakshi meditation can give you the divine eyes of the wisdom of the spirituality, wisdom of the divinity, and then you can separate yourself by this devil-like, demonic values of the life, and then you can transform it yourself in the divine-like characters. So, why are you crushing and beating and crying in the kama and krodhas, thirst? Why are you doing this foolishness? Because you cannot see yourself inside. Because you cannot see yourself inside, you are completely live like a blind person. And when you completely live like a blind person, that whole life of yours is spoiled in the desires network and kamas and krodha. And you are trying to fulfill your desires millions of life, but that not fulfill. You are always insaturated, always unsatisfaction, standing unsatisfaction. That is endless unsatisfaction. And you think that you can satisfy to accumulate the desires materials, but that is your basic mistake, your basic misunderstanding. Then this type of misunderstanding push you to earn the money by the cleverness or conspiracy or any type of wrong, unjustifying method. You have no see any morality, or you do not see that what will be happen to other person if you snatch the money from them. But you accumulate, you want to store, you want to make a stock of this type of physical materials and the mentally satisfactory admiration of others and the post and the power and etc. My dear friend, come out from this illusion, and only one the way come out from illusion, that is the Sakshi meditation of awareness. The Sakshi meditation of awareness is only the fire that can burn your all demonic characters and all demon-like characters, and he can transform it you to make you pure. He can transform it you into the purest pure soul, like God, like existence, like the saint, like the Mahatma. And if you cannot reach that ultimate goal, but I am giving you the guarantee, if you do the Sakshi meditation only for 3 or 4 months, then definitely you will become the tension free and you will get the peace inside. And when you will become a tension free, that it is safety, that you will not face the tension created diseases like heart attack, diabetes, angina, blood pressure, brain hemorrhage, phobia, mania, or the failure of the body organs. Then you can enjoy your life very nicely if you do this Sakshi meditation. That's why we create a mission for all over the world, seekers and lovers and friends and persons. We will teach this Sakshi meditation. We will provide this Sakshi meditation without any prejudiceness or without any differentiation of caste, creed, religion or nation. Because that is the spiritual instrument, like a science invention. So this mission is called World Peace by Sakshi Meditation. If you want to join in this mission, if you want to learn this meditation, please, I request you join in my mission, and that mission will be governed by the Satchidananda Adhyatma Seva Trust. My dear friend, if you like my videos, I request you please subscribe these videos. And I am giving you my blessings and love. Today, we are entered in 2016. This is the 1st January 2016. My love and blessings always with you. I am for you. I am in your service, at your service. You will come, I will teach you. You will come, I will bless you. You will come, I will pray for you. Thank you very much. Love you.